And me not like a whole heap of ladies, even sometimes in church, put up a front because they don't want them husband to look bad. But really and truly the husband not treating them right, whether I'm a pastor, deacon or whatever, him not treating her right. And now, featured presentation. Hi everyone, welcome to another
Conversation with Lee.
Conversation with the Lees. How are you? How is your week going? This is a midweek Thursday. Yeah. You have been shifting from Wednesday to Thursday to Wednesday, but we're here tonight. Because we're doing it in the night, we're recording this one in the night. The commitment is real, Virgin. The commitment is real, guys. Alright, so yeah, as you come on, remember to like, share, subscribe our Michelle. Yes. We are thankful. We can't express enough gratitude and thanks for all our subscribers. You came on board and you found what we had to say interesting, and you stuck around, and our subscription continues to grow because of you. Continue to share, continue to spread the word for us, and once what we are presenting is what you appreciate, we will continue to do the same. Alright? So thank you guys. Now you'd have seen the title. We just want to have a chat about this because I know back in the day, even in Bible days, ladies were probably, given a back seat, or their opinions were, left flat, or whatever the case may be. And I think we have a different perspective of the whole thing. Yes, because even if we take it from the scriptural standpoint, where when God created man, then he created woman, and it meant woman because she came from the man, right? But where did God took the woman from?
Man's rib.
Man's rib. Where's the rib located?
You're covering the heart.
At his side. Jesus, we don't want to say deep about covering the heart.
Just on my mind floor.
Yeah. I think the rib cage does cover the heart. But the aim is, the essence of it is that God took a rib from the side of the man, which indicates a whole heap of things. Yes?
Which indicate
what is it?
we work together as
union.
Okay.
Yeah. So it indicates union. It indicates where the position of the woman is, which is basically beside the man, not behind him. God never took out went behind the man and took a rib from here, right? So it indicates where the woman's position is, beside the man. And yes, I can't speak for the old time days how things used to be, but I think over time men have come to the understanding that that's beside every strong man there's a even stronger woman, because you need that balance, you need that undergirded, because sometimes we has been, we can't get ahead of ourselves sometimes, and we make decisions where may not be the best. And sometimes if we listen to our ladies, then you would have probably heard something from her that would have helped us to make a better decision. Yes? So we look at the fact that how God created man and the woman. He created us as a man, yes, to be the protector, because under the rib is the hand, yes? And so if she's beside us, then our hand goes around her Like so. You don't want to kiss again. Like so, to protect, yes, to gird, to guide, to comfort, right? So we want to ensure that we reinforce certain things, yes, and we believe how God intended it was for man and woman to share, yes, share the journey and to be equal in the sense of how we treat with one another. Make sense?
Totally.
Yeah. Because I mean, even the scripture speaks as to why woman is a weaker vessel. There are some truth, well, in the sense that yes, and I think most women can acknowledge this, that yeah, men are not emotionally driven. Women are. But it doesn't take away the fact that women can make decisions outside of their emotions. Both male and female can agree that yes, women do make decisions out of their emotions, and nevertheless they do and can make decisions, without being all emotionally embroiled in it. You understand me? It is the duty, however, of the man to understand his position, and the position that he holds, not a position of dominance, is not a position of being lords or lord of God's heritage. Even though Sarah called Abraham Lord, Abraham did call Abraham Lord. Why? Because of how he treated her, how she felt, how the reverence that she felt for him, right? And that reverence don't come because, boy, me the man, me wear the pants, and me God said the head of the house, and me bringing the money. No, reverence come because of how he treated her with respect, treated her with the love that she deserves. Yes, and I can't, as I said, I can't speak for why things were back in the day, but I can say safely that has not brought us anywhere as men, wherein women were treated as secondary citizens or whatever. I don't think that has brought us anywhere as men. I believe that a man is the head of his household because he's the head of the also based on God's authority structure, based on the fact that yes, you may have women and men going out and working, right? But the man has to be the major person who ensures that things are right in the house, whether it is financially, emotionally, spiritually. The man has that authority to make sure everything is right, or it is all supposed to be in the house, right? Because God based on God's structure for authority, He gives the man that job. You understand me? He gives the man that job and that authority, and that authority is not to be used to exploit and to demean and to make the lady feel less than she should. And so we are saying that women and men should have equal rights, and the justice must be split. Yes, it cannot be. For example, it cannot be that the lady being the lady. Makes her not subject to any type of behavior the man gives out because he is the man, because he is the head of the house. Yes, as I said before, Sarah did call Abraham Lord based on how Abraham treated her, and it's important we as men understand our position. Yes, imagine you have a woman that you're married to and she doesn't feel loved, she don't feel like she's respected, she don't feel like her man respects her, because she may go home or go outside, go out on the road, and based on how she dress, based on how she conduct herself, how she speak, she's respected, especially if her husband is of some renown, then that also carries the weight with it. Yes, and so it is important that she doesn't just feel that on the outside, she also feels it on the inside, because and not like your holy ladies, even sometimes in church, put up a front because they don't want them husband to look bad, but really and truly the husband not treating them right, whether I'm a pastor, deacon or whatever, him not treating her right, he comes home and all him expect to do is get food, then him get sex, then him go in bed, and she just do whatever she have to do. But there's no I say no coercing in terms of say, okay, she feel loved and appreciated. When dinner is served, he says thank you. And he says it was well done. And some, I mean, I like there are times if you don't all that, like if it's too salt, you don't say, really kind of salt still. But I say, woman, what did you give me? This is too salt. No, you understand me?
Yeah, I mean, the relative situation, like you say, it's true. In this age and time, both man and woman should be walking equal. And the bottom line, of course, for that is mutual respect across the board. However, it is sad to say that even though we may have come a far way since, the whole thing with equal rights, women and men, there are still some person, that may have the mentality that, though through the man is the head, the woman must be seen and, not be heard. Sad to say, there are still some persons that are behind time with that. But of course, I believe what the scripture said, the man is the house and head of the house. Thank you. Mine going faster than the man is the head of the house. Yes, totally. You understand? And I believe that the man, that's the place of the man, but the man should know his place as well as the woman. But as you have been saying, equal right and justice, yes. And while first time you go back in the day, you may find out that you have men in certain jobs and women are not accepted in certain jobs. We have come a little way from that. Though, even today, you still have men being higher paid than most women. You have women who are managers and so on and so on. But still, we may have come a far way, but there's more, work to be done, because there are a lot of men there are well paid more than the women, and even though you have most women who are doing even the work even more better than some men, you understand, but there's, as I said, there's work to be done, but nevertheless, it spill over into relationships, not just in the workplace. Yeah. It carried over into relationship, and that is the sad part of it, because you still have a lot of men who believe that the woman's place is just to cook, clean, and wash and raise the kids, and that is wrong in a sense, because I believe that everybody needs to feel fulfilled according to the good desires of your heart and your ambition. And if your ambition is as a woman, okay, you just want to stay home and take care of, do all of those things, fine. Because once a man can afford to do it, and then come to an agreement, fine. It's not being looked down on, but it must not be forced. In today's day, it must not be forced upon women, because there's so much more that a woman can do and get their fulfillment while still taking care of their family and being balanced. Because I think women can really multitask.
Yeah, I mean, this ability to multitask does stand within the agenda. Yeah. You understand me? And I think from where we sit, we're just saying that especially in relationships, there has to be a mutual understanding and a mutual respect. Right. I believe most, if not all, women understand that, listen, my man or my husband, he's the head of my house. Nothing wrong with that. You understand me? I don't think there's any quarrels or any major issues with that. I think where the issue comes around, I would just talk about this journey because we see some stuff happening in the society. You understand me? That where the major issue coming is where a woman feels less than she should. You understand me? The truth is, to each his own. You have situations where nowadays relationships where the woman go to work and the man still want to take care of the kids. And they're fine with it. They're fine with it. Not my cup of tea, but to each his own. They're fine with it. You understand me? If that's what they find as a structure that works. And because the truth is, in today's world, you not think me that comfortable with it though, but just because you're a different type of person. But the truth is, I think what is being
mostly instinct right now is to work as a team. What it works like how the world have been unbalanced and shaky since coronavirus, where people are being let off, and even though things are picking up, there's some persons who are in a little rut, you know, wherein they're out of job or they haven't gotten back something stable. So you may find out that the man may have to stay home and
because him don't have a job yet.
As yet. And that is good, and it's good that there are some men who are open to even cook, and if they have to wash up, wash, but kill some men dead, them still would have stay home, not going out, and don't want to do because the stigma is a woman's job. And then the woman have to come home, cook. No, the woman have to go out to the job, work, you understand, and come home, still cook, clean, do everything, take care of the kids. And that's a little overbearing, because remember, we're all human beings.
Because if she has to go work and come back and then come home, come cook, clean, have sex, and then prepare for work at morning, she's going to die eventually.
But that's the life of some persons.
Or she can grow old very fast.
Very fast. And then no, that's the life of some persons. And it's on the selfish side. It's on the selfish side when the main issue of the man is that's not his job.
His job, yeah.
That's the woman's job. That's utter foolishness. Because you see, when you start to see each other equal, and as one I'm wearing is working as a team versus having in your head that I am superior or you're a woman, so that's your thing and that's your place. When you stop doing that and work out, you get more done, and then everybody is in the right spirit. You understand, to fellowship and be with each other and enjoy family life.
Because like now, for example, I can cook, I can wash, I can clean, but by virtue of Michelle working from home, she does her job, and I can assure you, working from home is not the easiest thing based on my observancy. Because if she work from home, she still have to do everything plus fair work. Right now, if I come home early and I see she's still doing, sewing and doing that thing, because she's the best seamstress around town. Okay. If she come home and if I come home and she's still sewing, and she say, when I get to finish the dinner, I just take out my clothes and I'm gonna finish it. Nothing wrong with that. If she not well and me have to wash, me do it.
And even if I'm washing exhausted, you help me to iron. Even like Saturday,
maybe help her to hand, because ironing is my thing.
Saturday, you help.
Yes, I said. But whereas a man I'll stick out and say no, you not do it or whatever. Me don't know. Me not sure that I go work out no longer run for you, brother. Me not sure that I work out no longer.
And even in that, a woman depict. That's when the mind of a woman is funny, That's when a woman feels most appreciated.
Yeah.
Most appreciated, because a woman know what it is she needs to get done and all of that. And when you can, stop what you're doing and say, babe, do you need help? How about I do this while you do that? And it means so much. For most women, it means so much more than you just utter I love you. Because you look into it and say, oh, he's thinking about me, and and that's what you appreciate as a woman. And you see, when time comes for you to make that sacrifice as a woman for your significant other, beautiful, it is much easier, it's much smooth.
As a burden.
It's not a burden. You understand? And that's what it takes. Walking equally, and be cognizant about each other. And taking care of each other. That's how you take care of each other. Don't sit down about watch football or you're just playing
football. Watching football.
Nothing is wrong with watching football, but if the woman is depleted, don't just, as a man, don't sit down without watching whatever is your recreation. You're doing your recreation.
You go play them with the man.
Yeah, don't just sit down and think piling up. You understand? And your significant other say, boy, I heard job that, or because I bruise your ego for wash 2 plates if you don't have kids or big kids, or you bruise your ego for you need a pants and go iron the pants You understand me? Or to fix yourself a meal or something, because I mean the world have come this far wherein it's about one hand washing each other.
Yeah, washing the other.
Washing the other. What? Glory.
Yeah.
Washing the other.
Yeah.
You understand? And that's what it takes to build a relationship too.
And and here's the wisdom in this. The wisdom in this is that, I mean, unless you don't mind, unless it is a situation where you really don't mind you going out and find somebody else and do whatever you want to do. The truth is, you only have one, so you have to just do the right thing and take care of the one, so the one can take care of you. You understand me? Wherein a lady must feel the protection, the comfort, the love, the appreciation from her man, and that, and a swing it another way too, because sometimes ladies need to also tell their men how much they love and appreciate what they do.
That's true.
Because I can assure you, if a man go out there and he bust him shot each day, and come home, and or at least sign of something going wrong, the lady does pounce and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. And as a lady,
how do you equate that as a man for no say, alright, you don't get the praise and the appreciation we deserve and that you need, because women need to understand this. It's not about in fact, I heard ladies on TikTok say, listen, okay, boost up him ego because he's your man.
And that's
make
one
him
of the
feel like he need to make him feel like him appreciate it. Yeah, make him feel like, you know, in what him do, you know, makes sense, or he did it right this time, or him never forget your birthday, never forget. You know what I say? Make him feel the appreciation, because that helps a man's confidence.
And it's true. I endorse that a lot, because you know, and these are some of the things that ladies do a lot, and maybe they're not conscious of it, but some ladies do this a lot, wherein you find fault with everything that the man do, and this is one of the reasons why some men don't like to help out. You find they may not be able to do it as perfect sometimes, even though you have men who can do it imperfect and better than some ladies, but vice versa. You have some men who they weren't really taught to do these things, so in the relationship they're learning and trying how to do these things. When you see the man trying, don't find fault and say, this is not how it's done, if you're not going to do it, go just leave it alone. No, encourage the men. You see they're trying, but it may not be as spotless, it may not be as perfect as you have done it, but recognize the effort. You understand? Recognize the effort in trying, and in so that is how you even teach them how to help you. But do it with grace and season your words and be appreciative. And in doing that, you find out that they themselves start to enjoy and trying to help, you know, and feel helpful. They'll feel helpful and feel appreciated, like you were saying. And these, you know, some people may scoff and say whatever to these things, but it's the reality of life. Sometimes it's the simplest things in life that we take for granted are the remedy to our problems and our situation of having a better relationship.
You look at how when somebody says thank you, or I appreciate it, or gives you something on behalf, or based on something you did, they give you something to show their appreciation. You look at how it fills the person receiving that, because yes, you're not doing something to be rewarded, but it doesn't matter. It does not hurt for you to say to somebody thank you, especially a spouse, or say, or you know, do something special for them. It doesn't hurt. In fact, it does more good than harm. Right? And so what it means that you as a man have come off of your high horse, and the woman the same, and learn to appreciate each other. But I think, which is another whole topic all by itself, I think though is that when you go into certain conversation, right, it will open up. It will open up the space or the avenue, for something else to be discussed, right? why there's not an appreciation being shown.
Exactly.
You understand what I say? Because I mean, the truth is, if you don't make the person feel that level of appreciation, you won't get the best out of it.
And that is true. Can you imagine if you have someone, whichever spouse, keep giving, and that receiving spouse have never said thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You have never showed your appreciation, and all you do in return is, find fault. I don't like this, or what is, and you'll find out that before long, that person gonna feel demotivated, and you're not gonna give you anything again. They're not gonna give you anything again. Yeah. It may just reach a point that they start to give others because they say, no man, she don't want anything, or she not appreciative, or him don't want anything. Nothing. I mean, I know him more. I mean, I know him like because I like what make him forgive, and So you have to learn to appreciate what you do appreciate each other in what you do.
And nobody is saying it. If say for example you get a gift and the gift to make it. I mean, you have to say what is and throw it down.
Honestly,
no, you don't.
As a woman, I've reached a point, even though you know to give you good gifts, and not because you're beside me, you know that. When I'm there, I know you know what to buy. It's like just the mere fact that you give me things that I didn't ask for. That alone make it become special to me. You understand? Even like maybe you don't want to say, but I'm going to say to you, like today I was here and I weren't expecting any lunch. Well, basically I was looking at something and I hear beep 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 beep, and you send something. I receive a lunch from you, and I mean it's something I haven't eaten in a long time, and I appreciate it so much. And for the whole day, put a smile on my face. And it's not because it is food. It is because even though I was here busy doing what I'm doing, you were right. You're at work, but you're thinking about me. You understand? You're thinking about me and surprising me and sending me something. And it means so much. It meant a lot. And these are things that throughout the years you have done and will do. But it's just that the strategic time when I'm not thinking about it, it's far from mine. I get it, and I really appreciate it. Some people may say, oh, just food. Not to me. No matter how simple it is, to the fact that I didn't ask you to do it, I'm not expecting you to do it, it says a lot.
Yeah.
It says a lot. And that is why as a lady, those things push you to go the extra mile. And as a lady, that's when it comes on that even at a time like end of the year, Christmas time, it makes you push. And you're not thinking about, what I'm going to get for myself. You're thinking about, okay, I want to surprise him with this. And, no matter how simple, because you have to learn in your relationship how to care for each other in tender little ways, and how to walk alongside each other doing these things and build your closeness with each other.
Yeah.
You understand? And the thing is, the world is around for a good while. Many have come and gone, and and all of that. And it's sad to say that equality between man and woman, it don't reach any further than where it reached, but it's still a step in the right direction. But how these things change is individual realizing what is happening and practice within their relationship how to change these little things in a positive way.
And help the next generation to think differently.
Right, because in doing so, your children see what you're doing and emulate. You understand? And that is how you change the world, by doing it within your relationship and spill over in your family and friends and friends. Yeah. You understand? So, I mean, and women, you have too much women believe also that, this is my place and this is my job. Man, I expect him to do it. Me do man, I do this. While that may be your thinking, you have to expect more for yourself. You understand? You have to,
and be careful what you teach your son.
And be careful what you teach your children. Yeah, especially your son.
You know,
You understand? Don't
it
know
is
your
important
value.
to be well rounded.
Yeah, know your
And
value.
we teach that.
And the money, because you do have some men that will say, but it's not my fault that she keep on run me out. Look up the person, she sent me out of the kitchen, she don't want me help her. So ladies, you have to know your worth also, and know when to just dress back and allow the men to take over when they want to do certain things. You know?
So
Basically.
I mean, we're just saying basically that equality and justice is for all. Whatever role you both agree to play in the relationship, once it is mutually agreed upon and there's mutual respect and understanding, I am quite sure the woman would not have a problem with saying, you know, this is my husband and my man, and he's the head of my life, and God is the head of our lives. And you know, because why, it comes out of respect, it comes out of knowledge, it comes out of the experience she has with you, and vice versa, because the same way a man can stand and feel proud about a woman because of how she conduct herself and how she treat him. Because the truth is, you know, I mean, it can go south if a man don't feel the appreciation.
Yes.
I re-emphasize, always I say, you have a fact.
Yeah.
So you, a man, can put it 110%, and if there's no appreciation being shown, then it dampens him, and then him find a way if it's alright, then just do me a feel and just don't say alright. Find solace in myself, you understand me? And that can, you know, rule a wedge and set him one side. It's a whole other topic that could have going.
Yeah.
You understand me? But we're just saying that, listen, treat each other the way you
want to be treated.
Simple as that.
Want to be treated.
You understand me? If you want to be treated with love and respect, treat your spouse, treat your significant other with the love and respect they deserve.
Yeah.
And once that is done, watch how beautiful your relationship will blossom into.
Yeah. And another thing that come back to the thought, you have a lot of ladies also that they try to take over the men. What would you say?
In terms of
they try to take over the position of the men in a particular way as well. Some ladies, because they have a dominance, domineering, and the Bible said the man is the head of the house, right? But nevertheless, you have some ladies who they are really controlling to the point wherein you have some strong men that have become beaten down. They have become beaten down because the woman wants, okay, that's the way I need you to do it. Shut up. Like that. You know, like they take over. They don't allow the man to grow within the relationship and have a voice and have a say. They're just controlling and domineering. And even though it's modern time, these things happen. And it's wrong. It's wrong. There's no going around it.
And that in itself is a recipe for disaster, because a man might be silent and he thinks him's a pusher and I'm weak.
And he's not.
And he's not, because when a lion is asleep, I mean the lion is asleep. But when you wake him up, it's a different thing. And if a man keep himself humble and thing, and you're behaving yourself, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
And most of the time, those situations, if the man don't hold him on, it ends up into, I'm not promoting this, but it ends up into sometimes verbal confrontation, physical confrontation, because the man has had enough, right? And the signs were there. Respect me. I mean, sometimes ladies use other male to match up with one of them have.
And click the man.
You understand me? And,
will say,
and at the same time too, there's a lesson in this too, that when you decided to talk to somebody, the person is not your ideal person, don't force the issue. Don't, because the truth is, if you're just married to the person because you think, boy, I your last chance, and you're married and the sex done, not the sex done, but the excitement of being together, you know, shrims a little bit. What are you going to use to hold it together? Because you got the next man and I said, what? You know, look like this, you know, behave like that.
Yeah.
I don't move like that person, and then you're gonna feel, your frustration are gonna be seen. Yeah. So before you get to that point, make sure, and personally, with the wrong no man or woman to look for them ideal person, because it is what it is, but don't be plastic, don't be fake,
And
be
pretend.
real, right? So if the person is the ideal person, make sure that it is a real
It's
ideal.
realistic.
It's not fictitious. It's not highfalutin and fake. You understand me?
Because-
So when you get into it, and things, simmer down, there's still interest and reason to talk and see the person and want to be with the person. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because you can go take somebody under your wings because they think they're a last chance. And when the person married to you, and the person is what it is, I try and change the person
and
to be what they're
end up
not.
just have to shut up.
Yeah, just walk with it.
So pay attention. I know, and another thing, as Connor was saying, you men, if you're talking to a young lady before you get to every single time when you're talking, she yes, the person, they're strong women, let us not go around it, but there should be respect, and you should know the
Even with your
signs.
strength, have
Right.
respect.
Know when the person is controlling, if the person wants to tell you how to behave, if the person wants to always lead, take charge of everything, and if every simple little thing you have to consult before you make a move, and the person just won't have no other way but her way, you understand? And even vice versa too for the male. If that's the case, that's a clear indicator that that person will not allow you to be yourself and stand in your position.
When you're married.
And when you're married, it's not gonna change. If that person always are the one who organizing everything, and nothing is wrong if a lady takes charge, but to some degree. To some degree. If the person is helpful is different from taking charge. So let me correct that. Nothing's wrong if the person is helpful. But if the person just want to take charge and is their way, leading up within, getting to know each other, if that person keep on telling you, no, don't do that, it's this way. And even if you reach the point where you start to come together and making plans, say, to be even more serious, and they're telling you how to do it, when to do it, who to be around, and all these things. No, that's a controlling person. That's just their nature, and it's not cute. Because before long, when you get together to be under the same roof and as one, there's no curtailing it.
Yeah.
You understand? And it works if you go somewhere and the person wants to tell you how much to spend. The woman, some men, like, say for instance, some men want to treat some ladies, get them to know you.
Tell them what it have to cost X amount.
Yes, it have to cost X amount else they don't want it. And I mean, look into it. It can be as simple as a meal. You understand? The person may know that, okay, you are not in your best job. You understand? And the person may even know to the extent, because before long when you're in a relationship for a time, the person kind of financial situation, and every time they want you go somewhere to eat, they want to maybe even suggest somewhere that is far above your budget, and those little things you have to pay attention and put pressure on you. You understand? Them see you trying, you order something that is reasonable and affordable, but they order the biggest thing within the restaurant or the establishment, the most expensive. You have to look on these things, and then when they come to tell you, leave a tip, now they want to tell you how much to leave on those things.
You tell me how much to leave too?
That's different, because I know what you have, and if you can't, I know I can catch up. So that's different. You understand? When we were in courtship, I don't tell you. You understand?
No.
Because I know that I was a student and Ray just started working at me. Leave that alone. You understand? And I've never murmured, because the company was what and is what still matters to me today. It's not what is on the table, it's a company.
Yeah.
You understand? So pay attention. And this is modern time. If you're dating somebody and you don't know what to look for good lit, everything is there though. You understand the signs
and the mutual respect. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
The mutual respect can be seen before you even get married.
Yeah.
Trust me, can be seen. Anyway, guys, we hope the conversation that we just shared will help you.
Yeah.
If you reach this far and you subscribe it's not hard. Just
what
press
are you
subscribe.
waiting for? Do the right thing.
Right? We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, and we want your help to get us there.
Yeah, and
But-
Sunday, sorry baby,
Yeah.
Sunday coming is the last of the month. Is it the 30th?
Yeah, that means it.
Right, and I still need 300 subscribers by Sunday the latest. I
Right.
still need 300. Come on, January, go out and we know reach 300 subscribers.
At least that.
Come
yeah.
on, we know enough persons.
So spread the word.
Spread the word.
So guys, until another live, until another conversation, we hope again this was helpful to you. And if you know somebody who needs to hear, send it to them. So remember to like,
Share,
and to
subscribe.
Alright, so until another live,
Guys.
God bless. See you on the other side.
Is yet